Hello there. I'm glad you're tuning in for session number 4 of the Driving Mode series. In this session, we will talk about Sport Mode. How does Sport Mode work? Under what criteria does the car drive when Sport Mode is activated? What changes occur inside the car when it is turned on? Does the car consume more fuel in Sport Mode? You will get answers to all these questions in this video. First, let's discuss the word sport used by manufacturers. Racing cars are known as sport cars. As you know, racing cars are very powerful. In relation to these powerful cars, this mode has been named Sport Mode. To briefly describe Sport Mode, when activated, the car's engine and transmission performance improves. Now, we will discuss how this improvement occurs. Basically, when we activate Sport Mode, 3 systems are affected in most cars, and in some newer models, 5 systems are affected. Number 1, throttle response. Number 2, transmission. Number 3, power steering. Number 4, electronic adjustable suspension. Number 5, brake-by-wire. Let's discuss each one individually. Number 1, throttle response. As soon as you activate Sport Mode, the car's throttle response increases for efficiency. Acceleration becomes slightly faster. For example, if you press the accelerator pedal 20%, the throttle response will be 20%. But when you activate Sport Mode, pressing the pedal 20% will result in 30% throttle opening, which increases acceleration. As you know, the ECU injects fuel based on the amount of air entering the engine. The more air enters the engine, the more fuel the car consumes. The higher the acceleration, or RPM, the more fuel the car uses. More RPM means more fuel consumption. So it is clear that activating Sport Mode slightly increases RPM and definitely increases the car's pickup. However, it also affects fuel mileage. Number 2, transmission. In automatic transmission cars, activating Sport Mode causes some changes. Sport Mode keeps the transmission in a lower possible gear. When your car is in a lower gear, you get more pickup and power. Sport Mode delays upshifts and promotes downshifts. Keeping the car in a lower gear while delaying shifts helps the car accelerate, which slightly reduces fuel mileage. Delaying upshifts equals more power and pickup. Number 3, power steering. Activating Sport Mode makes steering more powerful. By powerful, it means sharper and more responsive. The performance level increases, and you have better control over the steering wheel. However, the power steering factor is involved only in some high-end cars. Number 4, electronic adjustable suspension. Normally, suspension provides a comfortable ride. In cars with electronic adjustable suspension, activating Sport Mode lowers the suspension height, bringing the car closer to the ground. How low the car goes depends on the make and model. Usually, a 1 to 1.5 inch drop improves handling capabilities. The closer the car is to the ground, the more speed and power you will experience. Lower suspension also has some disadvantages, which I will discuss at the end of the video. Number 5, brake-by-wire. Let me explain that brake-by-wire is a new technology where brakes are electronically controlled. In cars with brake-by-wire systems, activating Sport Mode improves braking performance. The brakes become slightly harder, and you get better performance when pressing the brake. Now let's discuss some disadvantages of Sport Mode. First, uncomfortable driving with electronic adjustable suspension. As mentioned, in cars with electronic adjustable suspension, activating Sport Mode brings the car closer to the ground. So obviously, when driving over bumps, you will feel the shocks because the shock absorbers become stiffer. However, on the highway, Sport Mode provides a comfortable driving experience. Second disadvantage, high fuel consumption. As you know, Sport Mode boosts engine performance. With increased engine power, the car consumes more fuel, resulting in poor fuel mileage. Always remember, low acceleration equals good fuel economy, and high acceleration equals bad fuel economy. Thirdly, engine life. Some manufacturers have warned that keeping sport mode activated for a prolonged period puts stress on the engine and shortens the life cycle of various vehicle parts. These were some informative points related to sport mode. Many people do not know the actual purpose and working principle of these driving modes. Whether you are an electrician, mechanic, or driver, knowing about driving modes obviously increases your information and interest. If you haven't watched the first 3 sessions of the Driving Modes series yet, I recommend watching them as well. In those sessions, I've already provided a technical explanation of Econ mode, Eco mode, and EV mode. Coming up in session number 5 of the Driving Modes series, we'll break down power mode from a technical standpoint, including how the system manages efficiency behind the scenes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever new videos are uploaded.